Hello everybody, welcome back. My name's Mimir, and today we're going to be checking out some more Deathless Tales of Old Rus. So, in last episode, in case you missed it, we finished Vivara's story, and it doesn't actually show you the boss. We went against this big old demon dude. We had to fight two bosses in a row, a Hydra guy and then this demon dude, and we were basically pumping up our strength to deal more damage with hits, and then we used a skill that lets you pick any attack card from your draw pile and cast it, and it casts twice. So we had some huge AoEs and big damage hits that we were multicasting with this card, and yeah, it went wild. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then do go check out the start of the run. Will be 3 videos prior to this one. Each run is 3 videos, but yeah, do go check that out. But for today, we're going to be trying to complete the story of Vasilisa, who, just as a reminder, she's a summoner, so she has nursemaids and starts with a relic arrowhead. At the start of the battle, summon all nursemaids whose activation cards you have in your deck. At the start of the first turn, gain armor equal to the number of nursemaids summoned. Activation is the effect of activation cards depends on the nursemaid's charges. Damage dealt by these cards and armor gained from them are not affected by buffs or debuffs. If the nursemaid is not on the battlefield, this card summons her and resets her charges to 0. Once this card is played, its cost is increased by 1 until the end of the turn. Cool. Difficulty. We're going to do Feet of Glory 1. Pump it up. And keep it on normal difficulty, I think. Do you actually get more for heroic? Battles cannot be replayed. There are no saves. If you quit, the journey ends in defeat and you receive no reward. We absolutely won't be doing that. Let's go. Normal difficulty, Feet of Glory. Right, just as a reminder, we start with 4 basic attacks, which are these magic ones. 1 mana, deal 2 damage. 3 basic guards, which is 1 mana, gain 2 armor. An illusion, which is a 1 mana skill that when you summon it, it basically blocks a hit. It's as if you had, like, you know, with the other character, you could draw an enemy onto your side of the battlefield. It essentially does that, and when you upgrade it, it can survive 2 hits. So it totally negates 1 hit or 2 hits of damage. Bring it on. These 2 here are the activating nurse things, the nursemaids. So if we don't have a bold nursemaid or a skilled nursemaid, these will summon them. And if we do have them, for 1 mana, we'll activate the bold nursemaid, dealing 1 damage per charge. And she gets charges for every mana spent on attacks. And then the skilled nursemaid, this will activate the skilled nursemaid, gaining 1 armor per charge, and she gains charges for every mana spent on skills. So, with that in mind, what do we want to do? We can turn left. A ball of sewn together human parts rolled towards Vasilisa across the small meadow. A chest filled to the brim with gold can be found here. Or, missed out. Double gold. You get double gold for winning this battle. Or we can march onwards. Vasilisa encountered a lone swamper in the impenetrable bog. Runes of wisdom are inscribed around the battlefield. Huge selection. The number of cards offered as a reward after the winning battle is increased by 1. Or we can turn right. Bebucks roam the graveyard at the edge of the forest, defiling fresh graves. Upon slaying the beast, Vasilisa can visit a hunter who will help her hone her combat skills. Vasilisa has encountered these beasts before. She already knows everything they could possibly teach her. Select and receive 1 of 3 attacks as an additional reward for winning this battle. And you will not receive any new cards as part of the standard reward for winning this battle. So the question is, do we want definitely want an attack? If so, we turn right. Or do we just want a bigger selection of cards? And I think because we're literally at the first combat, we probably want a wider selection of cards. So we don't know what sort of build we're going for yet. Okay. What do we got going on here? We got a Swamper who's trying to deal 3 damage to us. They have 2 base armor, 4 max health. They have Fright, so they gain 4 armor and stash times 4. Stash is upon death, recover 1% health. This effect is replaced with Fright at the start of the turn and disappears when triggered. They change intentions upon taking health damage. Well, I think we should just illusion into a guard. Sure, and we'll do 1 damage, not that it meant anything. See the illusion just entirely blocked that 3 damage there? Here we go. Gain 4 armor and stash times 4. Let's just see what all-out attacks do. It's going to take health. Health damage even. It is gaining 1 strength with Swamp Sorcery here. And if we just do that, that takes off all of its armor, but it also charges this handmaid, the bold nursemaid, sorry. We've got 5 damage to deal. 3 damage to deal. Oh, Bring It On does 2 damage. That is unfortunate. So let's see what we can do here. We might be able to take them out, actually. So they've changed to stash. Upon death, recover 1% health. Now, do you think this means that it'll go to just 1 health? Will it reset itself? Let's try. Let's do Bring It On to kill it. 1% health, yeah, it just gained a health. No more stash. And let's finish it off. 15 gold. And 4 cards. We got Triumph for 2 mana boon. Grant 2 charges to each nursemaid upon vanquishing a foe. Recharge. 1 mana skill. Gain 2 armor. Also gain an energy at the start of the next turn. I'm pretty sure every single class has this kind of card. Inspiration. 0 mana skill. Gain an energy for every 4 cards in the draw deck. Forget this card. Or 2 mana Wise Counsel. Deal 3 damage. Draw a card for every charged nursemaid. I reckon let's go for a charging nursemaid build. Yeah, let's take Triumph here. 2 mana boon. Grants 2 charges to each nursemaid upon vanquishing a foe. Sounds good to me. Right. We can turn left here. 2 Shoshinko archers were hiding in the cave, waiting for a hapless traveller to pass by. A chest filled to the brim with gold can be found here. Get double the gold for winning this battle. We can march onwards. The lakeshore was infested with revenants. A bogatir who lives nearby can teach Vasilisa some new techniques. A foul ritual has invigorated the enemy. This will surely be a tough battle until the ritual's power dissipates. What do we get? Upgrade any card in your deck after winning this battle, and Vigor times 2 at the start of the battle. Or we can turn right. A few Virovniks roamed the murky swamp. The enemies are trapped, making them easier to defeat. Once upon a time, a powerful sorceress dwelled here, permeating the soil itself with light magic. The monsters become enraged at the sight of Vasilisa. All foes' health is decreased by 20%. All foes gain a random debuff each round, and grant Vigor to a random foe upon playing a skill for the first time. I think I want upgrades here. Upgrades are usually amazing. Okay, so what have we got going on? We got a Bebek who's trying to deal 4 damage to us and has shoulder to shoulder, gaining armor for each adjacent living ally at the start of the round, gaining strength when an adjacent ally enters the dying state, and strength is just attacks deal more damage active until end of battle. They have vigor, boosted damage from attacks by 2, remove 1 stack after an attack. And in the background, we have a Drowner who's trying to move forward. They have 1 base armor, 5 max health. Absorb, they gain a strength when an ally enters the dying state. So either of them are going to gain strength no matter what here. And they have vigor. Let's do Triumph in to a guard. We'll save our illusion because you can only use it once, since when the illusion takes damage, whatever damaged it gains the buff Insight, which ignores the illusion when attacking. What is this? Triumph. 6 damage incoming. We're gonna be taking damage here, unfortunately. We'll do a double guard into a magic wand for 2 damage, and we take 1. We can fully block here. I think we do guard, into a guard, into a bring it on. That doesn't remove charges, does it? No, it doesn't. Cool. This guy's got 3 health now. It slowly does it. 5 damage incoming, and we have 4. Oh, 2 block. I thought we'd have 4. Ability grants Vassalica armor for every charge lost. Right. And at the start of the turn, do they... I think they lose half of their... I think they lose half of their charges at the start of the turn, maybe? I'm not entirely sure on that one, but we can magic wand twice here to deal 4 damage and take this big guy out. And do you know what? I want a magic wand again, just to get the stacks on the bold nursemaid. Then hopefully we can draw into an activation. Ooh, okay. Maybe we don't need that. We'll just magic wand. Boom. We get an uncommon consumable, recover 20% max health. We can pick 1 of 3 cards here. 1 mana skill, memory lane. Gain 2 armor. Select a card in your discard deck and return it to your hand. Forget this card. Beacon of Light, a 0 mana attack. Deal 2 damage if any damage is absorbed by armor or a dying foe is targeted. Draw a card. What's the upgrade for that? Draw 2. Okay. Discretion. 1 mana skill. Activate the skilled nursemaid. View a card from the top of the draw deck for each of her charges. Then select one of them and draw it. Ooh, that upgrades to select 2. Select and draw 2. This does fit with us trying to hyper focus on charges. Yeah, let's take discretion. And we've got an upgrade here. Bring it on being 0 is amazing. Tender Loving Care also being 0 is incredible. Just gives you a ton of armor for free. This is a starter. Grant 2 charges to each nursemaid upon vanquishing a foe. A living target's health drops to 0 after taking damage. Okay. The thing is, are we safe enough to be able to use this on turn 1? We're going to need a lot of block. Summon an illusion twice. Also incredibly good. Yeah, do you know what? Let's do Triumph. And you know what I'm going to pick here. So we have the choice of an uncommon consumable, triple gold, +1 armor, and random debuff. Or an uncommon relic. For foes gaining Vigor ×2 at the start of battle, and foes gain +1 armor. What does it say, though? Turn right, a horde of bloodsuckers was hiding from the sun deep inside the cave. Vasilissa will be able to find a hidden stash containing a valuable relic after slaying the foes. The enemy is affected by a dark spell. They will be remarkably powerful so long as the magic lasts. These enemies are wearing plate armor. They must have scavenged it from somewhere. Vigor ×2 and +1 armor. Yeah, I think that's easy enough to take on, and while triple gold is pretty damn good, does it equate to enough money for a relic at the shop? That is the question, though. Probably not. These guys have bloody 3 base armor. Are you mad? Yeah, see, we can't... Unless we want to take damage, we can't play Triumph. For 2 damage. Probably worth it. But first of all, let's see what these guys are. We've got 2 slave ghouls, 1 in the front, 1 in the back. They both have 3 base armor and 4 max health. 2 vigor, which boosts damage from attacks by 2, and 1 strength. They are jacked. And bite. Deal melee damage. Place Ghoul's Bite on the top of the draw deck when damaging health. So they stop us having a 1 draw next turn then. We could fully block and just attack them. Nah, I think we do Triumph into a guard. The other 2 are just trying to move forward. Taking 2 health is fine. Okay. Six damage incoming. That just gives us 5 block. Place a Ghoul Bite on top of the draw deck when damaging health. We're going to have to use our illusion here, I think. Into a magic wand, just to get a charge. And then armor once again to get a charge. The illusion should fully block. He's got insight now, see? So illusion can't shield anymore. Okay. I think we have... If we do 3 magic wands here, that's 6 damage. That's enough to take out this slave ghoul. Absolutely. We'll be doing that and getting a ton of charges for our bold nursemaid. Well, for both of them. Get 2 charges every time an enemy dies. 2 shielding. 5 damage, doing another bite. We don't have 6 damage. Is it worth doing an illusion here? We can fully block. So probably not. Alright. Let you do your thing, fella. Oh, man. We're getting kind of screwed with draws here. Let's do a double block. And get this guy to get a little bit of damage on him. As we cycle into this enemy. 8 damage incoming. Bring it on should be enough. Take this dude out. Yeah, absolutely. And both of these guys gain 2 charges. Nice. Now we've just got 4 damage to deal and we can do it with Bring It On. Sweet. What did we take? 2 damage there. Pretty nice. Recover 1 health when a foe enters the dying state. Dying is do nothing and lose health at the end of each round. Not affected by buffs and debuffs. Sweet. Perfect Guard. 3 mana skill. Gain 4 armor. Decrease this card's cost by 1 until the end of battle whenever a nursemaid is activated with at least 1 charge. Pretty sick. Motherly Care. 1 mana skill. Activate the skilled nursemaid, returning 1 random card with a cost of 0 from the discard deck to your hand for every charge. Oh, damn. That makes us... Oh, and we can be free. It's not good now. But when we upgrade, bring it on and tender loving care, there'll be 0 cost. Ooh, that is quite spicy. Yeah, I think we get motherly care. Let's see, what do we got? Turn left, a group of foolish-looking coods could be seen in a clearing in the heart of the forest. A few Tekras were busy setting up camp. After defeating these monsters, Vasilisa will be able to reach a magic spring. These enemies will not teach Vasilisa anything. Increase your max health by 5. And no new card rewards. Or we can march onwards. The foul swamp was infested with Nekistes. No, Nekistics. Think I got that right? Probably not. An old wizard who lives nearby can teach Vasilisa his magical ways. A dark sorcerer dwells nearby, enhancing his allies' power with his foul magic even from afar. A nearby enchanted tome grants Vasilisa extra confidence. We get knowledge gained activation. Select and receive 1 of 3 nursemaid activation cards as an additional reward. Epiphany skill. The cost of a random skill in your hand is decreased by 1. And rampage. All foe strengths increased by 1 until the end of battle. Or we can turn right. Vasilisa saw a horde of ghouls feasting on a pale, bloodless corpse. A chest filled to the brim with gold can be found here. The enemies are trapped, making them easier to defeat. These monsters will retaliate upon taking any damage. We get double gold. All foes' health is decreased by 20% and grants thorns to a random foe whenever you play an attack. I think we'll go for the activation here. A Virovnik. Nice to see you. And a Booker. The Virovnik has 3 base armor, 3 maximum health. They have aggressive defense. Do not recover armor at the start of the turn when intending to attack. The attack type depends on whether or not Virovnik has any armor. They're doing a desperate strike. Spend all your armor to deal boosted melee damage. And then we got a Booker in the background who has 9 max health and Disguise. Become a Wraith at the start of every round. Wraith decreases any damage taken to 1. And then gain strength if no health damage is taken while in Wraith form. And they have 1 strength to start with. Oh man. We're going to take damage here. I don't think there's any way around it. Let's just triumph into a guard. Ooh, 2 damage. With your big old axe swing, dude. Is it a wraith? It's wraith form now, yeah. How unfortunate. Well, we got a guard. And then we'll magic one twice. Damage is reduced, but we need Tender Loving Care to give us enough armor to block this attack. Five damage he's trying to deal. Do we have any way of taking this guy out? Let's... I'll tell you what. We'll magic wand into a guard to fully block here. Then we'll do discretion to activate the skilled nursemaid. View a card from the top of the draw deck for each of her charges. So that's 3 cards we see. And draw one of them. And I think we just do another magic wand here since we're already fully blocked. Let's get that bozo down. The guy in the back's going to be gaining a strength, I think. Oh, no. Maybe not. Okay. I think we just go on attacks. Bring it on will only deal 1 damage, but... You know, Tender Loving Care gives us enough block to fully block against the Booker. And we've got 3 damage to deal. Easy. Magic Wand twice for 4. Everyone gets 2 charges. Discretion. Yeah, we don't have anything 0 cost, so that's not as useful. Let's just get the skilled maid another charge. And at rest in pieces. Awesome. Another consumable just to gain 8 armor. Battle Fury. 2 mana skill, activate the Bold Nursemaid, damaging all foes for every charge. Discretion we already have. Scold, 1 mana skill, activate the Bold Nursemaid, moving the foe backwards once for every charge and damaging them by 1 per charge. I think Battle Fury is just an insanely good card, so let's take that. Band Together, 2 mana attack, deal 2 damage, deal +1 damage for every charge Nursemaid. Recharge, gain 2 armor, also gain 1 energy at the start next turn, or Spell of Weakness. 0 mana attack, deal 1 damage. If the target is going to attack, move them backwards once and inflict Perplexed. This is that will synergize well with Discretion and Motherly Care. Yeah, I think we go for it. We'll try 0 cost stuff. And bring him back. Right. I don't think we're going to be doing turn left, because it's just health recovery. March onwards, though. A swarm of Crixus dwelled in a small house deep in the forest. The foes of a hidden map that will lead Vasilissa to treasure. These enemies are well protected. Penetrating their armor will not be an easy task. These monsters will not go down easily. Fineling's Gift. Receive an uncommon relic for winning this reward. The foes gain +1 armor until the end of battle, and all foes' health is increased by 20%. Or we can turn right A horde of bloodsuckers was hiding from the sun deep inside the cave. Upon slaying the beast, Vasilisa can visit a hunter who will help her hone her combat skills. A dark sorcerer dwells nearby, enhancing his allies' power with his foul magic, even from afar. Thanks to the Waystone, Vasilisa knows exactly what to expect and how to act during the battle. We'll gain an attack. It's an additional reward. Draw one more card at the start of the round, and all foes' strength is increased by 1. I think I'm still gonna go for the relic. You know I'm a relic stan. Oh, that is quite nasty. We got 6 damage incoming on turn 1. We got 2 Crixers, who each have 4 base armor and 3 max health, and they have adaptability, gain evasion when the hero plays a skill. Evasion, ignore health loss from attacks. Remove 1 stack when triggered, active until the start of the next turn. We can actually fully block here, but we won't be able to play Triumph. In the background, we have a Hanger who has 2 base armor and 6 max health and 1 strength that's trying to move forward. Yeah, I think we actually do fully block here. Active until the end of battle. Ooh, these guys are going to be frustrating. Well, let's give them evasion. Fuck it, why not? We got so many skills. Spell of Weakness. Battle Fury. Honestly, do we do that? That's Magic Wand. Into a Discretion. Ooh. Okay. Not what I was after. No. Oh, shit. Want to keep the illusion on top. And we want to fully block, unfortunately. Did they lose their... Remove 1 stack when triggered, active until the start of the next turn. Right, okay. Yeah, we're not taking all that damage. Fuck that. We're going to take 6. Shit. What if we just do... Illusion. Tender loving care. Yeah, you've got evasion. I see. We do a magic wand for 2 damage. That at least gets that guy a little bit of damage. And move him back. Oh, we didn't need to do the illusion. Damn, that's my bad. I didn't I thought that both the Crixers would move forward. I'm not sure why I thought that, but yeah. That was my thinking. Here's Triumph again. We could deal 1 health damage to this guy. And we take 2 damage. I think we kind of gotta. We need to start hurting him. Yeah. Okay. 2 damage. That'd be 3 damage. Takes that guy down to 1. I think we've got to do that. Although I don't know when they get evasion. Like, this is a skill. Will they totally avoid this damage? No, they didn't. They gain it after. Nice. That's good. Good news. Right, we've got an illusion here that could be used on the hanger. But then we've still got 8 damage that we need to block. I think we've got to use this ash bark here. Boom, get a little bit of D off on you. Summon an illusion. Get a little bit more armor. He's still got 1 more attack, yeah. Boom. 6 damage. Can we do it? I think we can. 1. That's 4 damage. And this guy's on 1 health now. Spell of Weakness should take him out. Does it still move him back? No, it doesn't. That's interesting. Okay. So we've learnt something there. If an enemy dies, then Spell of Weakness, if the target is going to attack, move them backwards once. It checks that trigger after damage has been dealt. Cool. Right, we can deal 3 damage to everything here. Or do we want to deal 4 damage to everything and end the fight? Let's go. Battle Fury. The Bold Nursemaid has 4 charges at the moment. So this deals 4 AoE damage. Beautiful. And we even got a little bit of healing. What do we get? Runestone. Draw +2 cards on the first turn. Cool. We got Encouragement, a 2-mana skill. Grant 4 charges to nursemaids. Split them evenly among all nursemaids. I do kind of want that. Enthusiasm. 0-mana skill. Gain 2 energy. Add Exhaustion to the discard deck. It's spectral, fragile, and playable. Lose 1 energy when this card appears in your hand. And we've got 1 mana skill. Forget any card in your hand. Gain mana equal to its cost. I mean, I want both of these. This is green, so this isn't as rare as Encouragement, so I'm going to get Encouragement. Grant 4 charges to nursemaids. Which we only have 2 of at the moment. So let's see what the upgrade is for it, actually. Just turns it to 1 mana. Okay. So that's going to be 2 charges per nursemaid for 1 mana. That's pretty good. We can turn left. Ghouls roamed the clearing in the heart of the dark forest, eager to rip at anyone who approached them. An ancient scroll is kept here. Vasilissa could learn a lot by pursuing it. Vasilissa has battled these foes before. She won't learn much from this encounter. We get to upgrade a card in our deck, and the number of cards offered as a reward after winning a battle is decreased by 2. Or we can march onwards. The swampers that dwell here cared not for trespassers. One of the foes has a pouch full of coins attached to their belt. Runes that temporarily enhance the enemy are inscribed upon the ground. The monsters become enraged at the sight of Vasilissa. We get triple gold. We get enemies get bigger upon us playing a skill. and foes gain ×2 vigor at the start of the battle. Wonderful. Turn right. A horde of revenants was lurking by the lakeshore. Upon slaying the beast, Vasilissa can visit a hunter who will help her hone her combat skills. The light magic that permeates the area is unsettling the beast. A warlock tainted this land with a dark ritual in the days of yore. Knowledge gains skill. Select and receive 1 of 3 skills as an additional reward for winning this battle. All foes gain a random debuff each round, and Dark Sorcery gain a random debuff each round. I don't think we need more skills. Do we want an upgrade or do we want money? Upgrades are omega powerful, so let's get upgrades. Alright. What do we got going on? We got 2 slave ghouls, 1 at the front, 1 at the back, and they each have 2 base armor and 4 max health. The one at the front is trying to bite us for 3 damage and placing a ghoul's bite on the top of the draw deck when damaging health. Ghoul's bite is a unplayable stats effect. Behind them we have a feral ghoul who's trying to move forward. He has 1 base armor and 5 max health. Behind that, there's a skeleton archer who's trying to do 2 ranged damage to us. They have 1 base armor and 5 max health and defenseless. As long as this character is positioned first, any damage taken ignores armor. And then, yeah, slave ghoul in the back. Cool. I think we actually triumph here. Grant 2 charges to each nursemaid upon vanquishing a foe. And we probably want to guard into a spell of weakness. Perplexed, move them back. We've still got 5 damage coming our way, so we're going to take 1 here. That is a-okay. Considering we have Black Mirror, recover 1 health when a foe enters the dying state. So we can take a little bit of chip damage here and there. What, do we have anything that's 0 cost? Spell of weakness? We do. Is that actually going to help in any way? I don't think it will. But we could get a guard. But we can't play the guard. If we want to play encouragement as well. Yeah, I think we just do encouragement. Into a bring it on. For 3 damage. Then we move on. We'll take the 2 and get... Oh, it didn't bite us. They didn't do a ghoul's bite. That's very interesting. We got slave ghouls at the front now. And a skeleton archer at the back. So we've got 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 damage incoming. We should be fine. I do kind of want to just Battle Fury here, though. 3 damage to everything. That will take out the slave ghoul. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. 3 damage with Battle Fury. Activate the Bold Nursemaid, damaging foes by 1 for every charge. That's 3 damage. Take 2 of the guys out. And these should gain 4 charges. And we should get 2 health. And we're fully blocked. From the archer. Beautiful. We got anything that we want to use? Probably not, actually. With discretion is what I'm thinking of. View a card from the top of the draw deck for each of the charges, then select one of them and draw it. There's nothing really here that we want. So what I think we do is we just magic wand it up. We'll get as many charges onto our bold nursemaid as we possibly can. You are reloading. Okay, that's fine. And then bring it on for the kill. 5 damage. Not too shabby of a fight. Gain strength ×1 with the Yarrow root, even. Magical Blast. 2 mana, deal 2 damage to all foes. Draw a card. Yeah. That seems to fit with our build. It should give the... what's it called? The bold nursemaid. 2 charges as well. I think we want Battle Fury becoming 1 mana. Yeah. Let's upgrade Battle Fury here. It's too damn good. That AoE is so strong, and there's only one thing we can do. Fight the Werewolf Chieftain. He's the boss, and it's the only character that I have had to retry the boss fight multiple times. So we'll see how we do here. Savage werewolves commanded by a chieftain lurked among the trees, ready to ambush travelers. A chest full of extremely valuable relics can be found here. The tiny guardian spirits promised Vasilissa to show her the path to a spring of water of life and death. The vials scattered everywhere must contain something useful. We get 3 special relics, 100% max health, and uncommon consumable. Let's go. And we want to upgrade something for sure. What about encouragement? Going to 1 mana. Pretty good. 3 damage to all foes with Magic Blast is also pretty good. Tender Loving Care. Being free. That's a lot of defense. Motherly Care also being free. Let's upgrade Tender Loving Care to gain an armor per charge. Then we'll be able to cycle it with Motherly Care. Return a random card with energy cost of 0 from the discard deck to your hand for every charge. We got a werewolf soldier who is trying to deal 5 damage to us. They have 2 base armor, 10 max health, spiked armor, gain thorns upon taking health damage for the first time each round, and thorns strike back when attacked, remove 1 stack at the start of the turn. So it doesn't actually say here, but thorns deals damage based on the stacks of thorns, I believe. So 1 stack of thorns will deal 1 damage to you, etc, etc. Behind him, we've got the boss, the Werewolf Chieftain, who's trying to move forward. They have 1 base armor, 20 max health. They're a boss, so once they're defeated, their allies will perish. You have Wolven Fury. Gain a strength when an allied werewolf is vanquished. Gain strength at the end of your turn if there are no living allied werewolves on the battlefield. And he's got plate armor. Gain 1 armor at the end of the turn and 1 strength. I don't know how useful Triumph is going to be here. Just because it's really only 2 charges. 2 mana for 2 charges. I guess it's 4 charges in total. And we literally, I guess we can illusion, yeah, probably Triumph into an illusion. And that will get this werewolf soldier to attack us. Well, attack the illusion. Anyway, so we're fully blocked. Werewolf chieftains trying to do 5 times 2 damage. I think what we need to do here, we're going to be taking damage. So, do we start damaging the boss? I think so. You get damage and then spell a weakness, deal 1 damage if the target is going to attack, move them backward once and inflict perplexed. So we don't have to worry about that guy's damage. We've only got 2 damage coming in from the werewolf soldier. They can't move this turn as well, so we're guaranteed to have another attack from the werewolf soldier. Ooh, you are trying to do a witching vial. Deal range damage and trigger an effect. A random effect with place an exhaustion or a poison or inflict burn. Exhaustion is a spectral, fragile, unplayable status card that says lose an energy when this card appears in your hand. And poison is a 1 mana status card. If this card is in your hand at the end of the turn, lose 1 health. Yikes. Shit. I think we're about to take tons of damage here. But we can do a little bit of damage. Strength does not affect the nursemaids, I don't think. Let's deal 4 damage to each of them. Then we're going to take 13 damage here. Which, oh, bugger. I just realised I had the activate the nursemaid card in my hand that would have given us 6 more block. Oh well. Damage here. We got another 5 incoming. I think we do another encouragement. Oh, okay. I didn't realise that was going to happen. Well, it's 'cause we drew it into the thing that made us lose an energy. That was quite nasty. We got 10 damage incoming from the werewolf chieftain. I definitely want to do these 2. So let's magic wand for 2 damage. And then we got 4 damage with the battle fury. Boom. We can guard for a little bit of extra. And then tender loving care for 6 armor. Gain armor equal to the number of charges on the skilled nursemaid. And that fully blocks us. And these guys aren't looking so good. Ooh. We could actually... Unfortunately, we'd leave the werewolf chieftain on 1 health. I think maybe the bold nursemaid might be able to take out the werewolf chieftain at the start of our next turn if we use Spell of Weakness to knock this werewolf soldier backwards, bringing the werewolf chieftain to the front, and then we do double magic wand. We could even guard as well, actually. Or illusion, just to avoid that damage completely. Yeah, do you know what? I think that's a great idea. Then we'll guard. Fully blocking, and we'll do double damage. Well, 2 times 2. And I think the bold nursemaid should deal damage at the start of our turn. Ooh, okay, interesting. Was there only 2 damage? No, it must have been only 1. Maybe it was 1 damage to 2 things. A ability deal 1 damage for every charge lost. The damage is split evenly between foes. Okay, so it was 1 damage per dude. But our new attack card can finish them off. Boom, see you later. Easy fight. Didn't need to worry about his mate. Back to full health, we get Vigor ×3 in the Quaking Grass consumable. Vigor increases damage from attacks. Remove 1 stack upon playing an attack. Inflict fatigue on all foes. Your attacks deal less damage. I think that's better than strength, probably. Increase damage from attacks. Magic Blast. Yeah, like all of these activations won't... I don't believe they're affected by stuff like strength and vigor and crap like that. The vigor's quite nice. Yeah, we'll get rid of the strength for the fatigue on all foes. Let's see what we get here. 0 mana skill. Shuffle all cards from your hand and the discard deck into the draw deck. Draw 4 cards. We get this card. Receive a random boon upon vanquishing a foe. 2 mana boon. I don't know if this is worth it. There needs to be a lot of enemies in a fight for this to be worth it. And last word, X cost. Activate the Bold Nursemaid, dealing X damage per charge. Dismiss the Nursemaid. Forget this card. Don't get how that is better than Battle Fury. Is Battle Fury not just a better version of it? A 1 mana activate the Bold Nursemaid, damaging all foes by 1 every charge. This is activate the Bold Nursemaid, dealing X damage per charge. Ooh, wait, no. Okay. It's way more damage, isn't it? It's not 1 damage per charge, X damage per charge. Dismiss the Nursemaid. I mean, yeah, sure. Cat Eye Stone, draw 2 cards at the start of your turn. Gain Confused at the start of the battle. Confused is drawn cards are randomly assigned a cost of 0 to 3. Ball of Witch Yarn, lose 2 energy, discard cards of your choice at the start of the turn and gain an energy for every card discarded. Oh, none of these are energy relics. This is quite painful, I think. Iron Claws, you no longer discard cards from your hand at the end of the turn. This could be good. I think it's especially incredibly good with Last Word. Because we could discard all the cards in our hand and pump all that energy into Last Word. Let's try out the Ball of Witch Yarn. Sure, lose 2 energy, discard cards of your choice at the start of the turn and gain an energy for every discarded card. We just need more draw now. But that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked what you see, then don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know, all the usual jazz. And yeah, I will catch you in the next video. Ta-ta for now.